I'm gonna get the ruler. Exhibit 1. Kenneth Copeland, aka Woody. Exhibit 2. February 21st, 2015. Exhibit 3. Investigator. Exhibit 4. The courtroom. How you doing? I told you so. I told you so. This man in here telling on everybody except for the waterman and his mother. I told you so. I don't recall. So that's why Hilton, Prosecutor Hilton, had to go over every single thing he said. I don't know why y'all skipped that day. The commenters at specifically Cat Knott Williams, who went all up and down. Okay, I was on there as on my other channel, Golda for President. Actually, I think they both say that now. But now I'm on at Sensible Conversation. It just says Golda for President. I told you that man been ratting. This is why, the only reason for the state, I'm going to put my ruler back now. I had to be a school teacher for a minute. The only reason for the state to regurgitate all of that is because he had a deal with them on the other murder that he is involved with. He is not a witness for the state. He is a defendant trying to make a plea deal. But nobody wanted to believe me. What's the matter with you people? Listen to him. I lied. Everything I said was a lie. No, it wasn't. That's why them people sitting in that courtroom arrested right now because of what he said. They are pressuring him. No, they're not. They're not pressuring him. He made a deal with them. And he ain't the only one that made a deal with them. The other ones made a deal with him too. His case is just first. You know what you're talking about. You need to go back and watch. No, you need to go back and watch. So what he's doing is denying everything, and he's making the state go back because the jurors didn't see this the first time they played it. Apparently, a lot of y'all did not see this the first time it was played. Knees are cracking. Back is hurting. You taking up for the state? No, I'm not. This man has already made a deal with the state. Now he's trying to renege. So then he requests to have an ex parte hearing, protection hearing, which the prosecutor is allowed to go to, but the defense attorney is not, and that's why Judge Glanville got upset and said, how did you find out about it? Because he is a witness for the state. If you are a witness for the state and you want to have a conversation with the state, the defense attorney is not supposed to know about it. Why aren't they supposed to know about it? Because he has a constitutional right to request a protection hearing. And if he already has an agreement with the state to turn state's evidence, they're not entitled to be there at that hearing that he's requesting. They are entitled to be there depending on the outcome of that hearing. And then you can't make the state and you can't make the prosecutors that work for the state nor Judge Glenville and a witness for that protection hearing, ex parte protection hearing request. The request would only come from him. How do you know? He didn't make no request. The reason they're having the ex parte hearing is because he made the request. The judge can't make it. The state can't make it. Not for him. He has to make it for himself. And his attorney, Melnick, didn't want, for whatever reason, didn't want to be a part of it. Wink, wink. See, because he already knew it was some fishy stuff going on. So now when they say, Judge Glenville say, how did you find out about it? Only X, Y, and Z people knew about it. Well, he didn't want his name or his license or his livelihood involved in any way. So I got tickets. I'm out of town. Y'all gonna be sorry y'all got with a Glenville, because Judge Whitaker, she going right by the book, by every rule. They're all going down. She already told Woody. She told Woody when apparently y'all wasn't watching it, but she told Woody, if you get on the stand and say you don't recall, and the state produces evidence and shows it, and you say you don't recall again, you're going to prison for the rest of this trial, which should end sometime around February. But she was correcting the state, because the state says we're going to hold you until all of the defendants have a trial. And y'all lost your mind. Like, look at the state, they're corrupt. No, the state, they're not corrupt. They were just wrong. But usually you do get held for all of the trials. But in this case, because they separated the trial and they're trying everybody differently, it's a different trial for all the rest of the people. But for this trial, however long it takes, he's going to jail. He's going to jail anyway, because he done murdered somebody. And you all are clamoring as if these are good, upstanding citizens. They're innocent until proven guilty. The man done already ratted them out. They're already guilty. Stop it. They done already killed the people in your neighborhood, because they don't live with the judge. They don't live with the prosecutors. They don't live with the defense attorneys. They live in nice neighborhoods. These people are trying to get back to your neighborhood to keep chaos going in your neighborhood. So while y'all all are there clamoring for them because they make good music, they also make good criminals. It's a very simple concept. Woody said, y'all asses ratted on me, and I'm not going down by myself. That's it. Ain't nothing new. Oh, Jesus Christ. Take the wheel. Take the wheel.
It appears to be that that is not excluded on the basis that it's bad character evidence, it's relevant, it's probative, and under a 403 balancing analysis.
Oh, it looks nice. I still got to fix it.
Going to just decline to exclude that. And that was
what I tell
you. 202 lines. My element, what I had written down was 14 and 19.
Judge Whitaker.
All right, and then there were two other issues that we had said we need to revisit. Yes, sir.
She putting back in the stuff that Judge Glenville said was excluded. I told you you're going to wish you had kept Judge Glenville. And she's right. She's right to put it back in based on his testimony. But he want to get on the stand and be cute.
And that because it's a constitutional right. Before Your Honor took over this case, we had a big argument about whether it was legal for my client under the law as it stands at this time, whether it was lawful for my client to have possession of a firearm. And Mr. Harvey and myself argued against the constitutionality of the restrictions on his right to have a firearm. It was determined that it is not a constitutional right of Mr. Stillwell, and it is illegal. And the relevance, the only thing I would say about that is, in the Thomas case, there's relevance. I understand the relevance if there's some argument that a particular firearm is linked to
his head is back.
And I also understand that at times
His face is soured.
That
they know they going down.
Relevant. Here is just such a big kind of amorphous. He always has a firearm.
He talking rhetoric.
I would just argue that
it's
not relevant, and any probative value is outweighed by the prejudicial effect, and also that it is in fact bad character because it would not be lawful carrying of a firearm or lawful possession.
All right, thank you. I mean, it looks like even under the Thomas case that you submitted, they looked in addition at the issue of whether the evidence in that case, which was similarly a statement by somebody else about the defendant on trial, that even if that statement suggested that the defendant in that case, Thomas, was unlawfully carrying a handgun at the time he was talking about, that it was nevertheless relevant. And they didn't really address whether it was bad character, but they did say that even if it incidentally placed his character in issue, because it was relevant material, and I think I don't know if this case was before we had 403, that it wasn't improper to have excluded it, and so I didn't take that into consideration.
She's excluding nothing.
All right,
so now it's back in.
There are a couple of foundational questions. One was on 365 of the transcript.
But this was for all of y'all who hollered and screamed that Judge Glanville was corrupt. He was doing favors for the defense and letting them have things that no other judge would let them have. So that's why he was recused from the case. His own judges recused him because he was being too lenient toward the defendants. But to people who don't understand law, to y'all, it's, they going after them. No, that is not what was happening, people. All right, let me go. I just wanted to come on and say that I told you so. What does she know about the law? How does she know about these things? I don't tell people why I know what little I do know about the law. I know about the law. That's why I'm running for president of the United States.
Accidentally skipping over something we said we would come back to. And then the other one.
I know about the law. I know that I can give you weekly payments. I know that I can pay $1.5 million to each of the people that are entitled to it or that require that qualify for it, which is a requirement. I know I can do that. I know that the United States has the money to do it. I know that we're being replaced by migrants, illegal ones, and even some that are legal or slipping in the back door, because everybody's talking about these illegal ones, but you're not looking about the ones that are coming here the legal way, but are just being processed through. You may have come here a legal way, but you didn't wait your time. So that's why everything is more expensive for us. And all the people who keep looking at me and worrying about my hair and how I'm dressed and if I'm wearing bling bling jewelry, costume jewelry, and my arms is out, you keep worrying about that. And keep voting for the people with the suits on. Keep voting for Kamala Harris Imhoff, a migrant herself. She is a legal migrant because she was born in the United States. Have a good day. Y'all about to lose all your stuff. Your jobs, your home, the police force, all that's going. Your schools, everything, all of that's going.